Are you looking for a home in the Central Florida area that offers just a little bit more space? Maybe something that is independent from the main home? Or are you looking for your home to generate you 2 streams of income? Well, if so, make sure you stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this one. Before we go inside, if you guys are ever interested in learning more, click the link in my bio to take you to my link tree. You can choose hop on a quick call or meet with me if you'd rather meet face to face. Just pick customized buyer's guides, pick a time and date, and answer the questionnaire, and this will help ensure that I dedicate and give you guys my undivided attention. Welcome back, everyone, and if you're new here, my name is Dylan Concepcion, your trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and today we are in St. Cloud, Florida, checking out our builder's Amber Suite model. It's going to be 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, just over 1,700 square feet. And make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video because we're going to be going over location for those who aren't familiar with the location in the area, and as well as we're going to be getting all of our numbers from Coach Contra, our loan options, our incentives, and things of that nature. So taking a step forward, we are starting off with our upgraded patio space. As you guys can see, we have a quaint little patio space, enough to fit a chair and maybe a small table and a nice little setup. Just behind me is the front door, so let's go take a look. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll start this tour off is by saying model homes typically come with a lot of upgrades, and here's one of them bad boys right there. Our first upgrade is going to be our banister in our foyer right on the steps. What this would actually be is a full wall. Stepping this way into our foyer, we're going to see our flex space just behind me, as well as our half bathroom. And now these areas are upgraded and can be upgraded more as well. As you can see, we have some French doors, very lovely by the way, but our standard home packages will not receive those. And what we can do is we can upgrade the bathroom, the half bathroom, into a full bathroom, making this a 1 full bedroom and 1 full bathroom. So this brings the house up to a 4-3 instead of a 3-2.5. So let's take a better look. Welcome back, everyone. Caught me fiddling around with one of the upgrades in this home, which isn't actually offered by the builders, but you know, something really pretty that you could add in afterwards. Now walking down this way, as you guys can see, you'll get a small glimpse of our kitchen and our living room just behind me. But we're gonna take a look at our pantry first, and this barn door is actually part of the standard package. Every home receives this, and we're gonna take a look at our pantry now. A very nice utilized under stair storage for the pantry, and always room to add on more, which is lovely. So next is going to be our kitchen, and we're going to take a look at those clips first, so let's go. Stepping into our kitchen, there are a few things I like to point out about this bad boy. As you guys can see, we have the all white kitchen, and if it doesn't suit you, that's okay, because our builder gives you guys design packages leveled from 1 to 4, 1 being our standard option, 4 being the highest of the high. But if you guys do like the all white, white is actually just a level 1. So starting off with what this kitchen does not come with, which is going to be our fridge. Another thing we also don't get that's not in the kitchen is going to be upstairs, which is our washer and dryer, but we'll talk about that later. What we do get in this kitchen is going to be our dishwasher, our oven, stove, and our microwave. We do receive those. What we also get is going to be our passing the test. We get our slow check. We don't get a range and hood in this home, just an FYI. Following me this way out of the kitchen, we are going to walk into our living room. So let's take a look. Welcome back, everyone. Following me this way, we're going to step into our lanai space. Before we get to the lanai, we are going to walk through our small little dining space. It's very cute, as you guys can see. I always recommend a circle table when small spaces are involved like this. So here's a good clip of the dining table. Let's take a look. And now we're going to take a look at our lanai space. So let us go. We're going to walk through here into our long and narrow lanai. And as you guys can see, it offers some ample space. It may look kind of tight. I mean, I'm almost wall to wall with just my wingspan, but as you guys can see, you have a nice little lifestyle back here, and you could fit a decent amount of things. Just behind this door is going to be our 2-car garage and our bonus / retreat upstairs. Yes, above the garage. We got a sweet little treat for you guys. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because we're going to be coming back to this after we view the upstairs. Let's go. And now we are upstairs, and we're going to have a window as soon as we come up with a nice little seating area for you guys. And continuing down the hall, we're going to have the bunch of our bedrooms. We're going to have our AC closet right behind these double doors. First bedroom, second bedroom, first bathroom, and then we're going to have our laundry room and linen closet right here. And just behind you guys is actually the master bedroom, which we'll take a look at once we get a look at the rest. So what are you guys doing here? Go. Actually, that reminds me, perfect timing, you guys. As you guys can see, washer and dryer are behind me, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, they do not convey along with refrigerators. So refrigerator, washer, and dryer do not come with this property. Now, we just took a look at both of our bedrooms and bathrooms upstairs. Now all that's left is to take a look through our master, and I'm going to walk through it. Let's cue those clips so you can actually see it. As you guys can see, we are getting a little bit of crown molding. That is going to be an upgrade in this home. And a really cool feature that this home gets has to be the windows behind me. And now I'll be honest, it's taken a little bit of learning. I'm on a learning curve right now on how to open these, but that's why I'm here to show you guys. So we're gonna flip this switch up, which would unlock, and you can push it open just a little bit. And now we're going to pull this off, and you can start crank. Like I said, going on a learning curve. And this is exactly why it's important to have an agent with you guys, so you can find hidden deficiencies like this, so you guys don't move into a home. And as I was saying, you start cranking like old car windows, and you're left with a really beautiful opening to your windows. And again, this is my first time seeing things like this, so I mean, to me that's really pretty. Now let's walk this way. I'll close that later off camera so I don't embarrass myself. Just this way is going to be our master bathroom, so let's take a look. We just finished taking a look at our master bedroom, which concludes our home tour of the main home today. Now all that's left to do is take a look at our detached garage and our bonus and retreat areas which come above it. So I'll see y'all there. Back already? Didn't even get a chance to sit down that long. As you guys can see, we are back in our lanai, and just behind me is our detached garage, the door we saw earlier. So how these work is obviously you got some stairs behind me. This will take you upstairs to your bonus / retreat room. And just through here is going to be our 2-car garage. So let's take a quick look. Whew! Finally made it upstairs into our retreat / bonus room. And now guys, one thing I'd like to mention is that this is not considered a bedroom. I know you guys are saying, hold on. 3 bedrooms, the math is not mathing. There's more than that. Well, technically yes, but no. This does not count as a bedroom. And as you guys can see, we're walking through our living room right now. Let's take a look without me in the way. And the kitchen is just going to be just behind it, which we'll be taking a look at shortly. And now this kitchen is going to be an add-on. Guys, what this looks like with no add-ons is just, like I said, it's a blank bonus room. That's why we don't consider it a bedroom and why it does not add to your bedroom count. So here's the kitchen. Let's take a look at it without me in the way. And we're gonna walk this way into our sleeping quarters. Right here would be your pantry, which we can take a look at now. Some minor junk, but it gives you a good idea at what that's gonna look like when you move your own life into it. Continuing this way, we're going to walk through our bedroom, and here is some clips of what that looks like without me in it. And now finally in our corner of our bedroom, just behind me is actually going to be our AC closet, and just behind this door is our bathroom. Now let me explain something real fast. As I mentioned, this room is just a blank room with nothing in it. So the kitchen is an upgrade, and this is also an additional upgrade. Now we can upgrade it and have a closet put in, but what they did is they turned it into more of an efficiency, which it's not an efficiency. It's just the bathroom that is going to be behind here. It was added in as an upgrade, and we'll take a look at that right now. So as you guys can see, we have efficiency in mother-in-law suite living without the fancy titles. Simply, we just have our retreat, which I personally love, by the way, and that concludes our home tour for the day. So what happens next is I send you guys over to learn about the location, and if you're familiar with location, perfect. Skip right on down to Coach Contra, and he's gonna get you all your numbers and tell you all the information about the community as well. And I'll catch you guys back in the kitchen. Here we have a map of Central Florida. Highlighted in blue is St. Cloud's boundaries. Branching out, we'll see our routes to Orlando, Tampa, and our nearest beaching city, Melbourne. Orlando, being only 30 to 40 minutes away, is home to Mickey Mouse and Disney World, as well as other major theme parks, Universal and SeaWorld. Orlando also houses professional sports teams such as the Orlando Magic, Orlando City, and the Solar Bears. Tampa, being about 2 hours and 6 minutes away, is also home to many professional sporting teams such as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Tampa Bay Rays. Also housing my favorite theme park, Busch Gardens. And our nearest beaching city, Melbourne, 1 hour and 5 minutes away. Taking a closer look, we'll see our community on the pin drop, and leaving the community and heading west on 192, just 6 to 10 minutes from our community, will be our first grocery area. So you'll be able to find your Winn-Dixie, your Publix, fast food spots, and local restaurants and things of that nature. Continuing further, we'll enter downtown St. Cloud, and we will find Lakefront Park. Located just 15 minutes from our community, Lakefront is home to Krabby Bill's and also offers beach-like areas, walking paths, children's parks and splash pads, as well as has some really nice marina views. It's an all-around really nice area to just walk and drive through. We'll have another grocery area just 15 minutes away from our community, complete with a super Walmart and another Publix. Now going up Narcoossee Road, we will run into our next door neighbor, Lake Nona. Lake Nona has a really new and cute downtown area with a lot of boutique restaurants, home of the Wave Hotel and Orlando's Medical City, which features a new Morris Children's Hospital, Orlando VA Medical Center, and UCF's College of Medicine. And just 30 minutes from our community will be Orlando's International Airport, MCO. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Coach Contra, and thanks for stopping by my class. And we're gonna jump straight into it today. Starting off with our home value. Our Amber Suite model clocks in right at a base price of $384,990. And I say a base price because there are design packages and upgrades in this home. Our builder mainly works with inventory homes in this community, so they offer prepackaged designs for you guys. What they think looks sweet and good together is what they pair, and they batch it off and send it to be built. And if you guys don't like that, there are some to be built options, but again, this community and builder specialize in inventory homes. And jumping forward into our community info, we have an HOA of $66 a month in this community, and a CDD of $158.33 a month, or $1,900 a year. And our average insurance is only going to be $1,162 a year, or $96.83 monthly. And guys, I know we hear it all the time. Oh, insurance costs in Florida, it's gonna cost a mortgage. Guys, I truly advise you to do your own research, because these numbers are coming directly from our builders and their clients, the ones who are buying the homes in their communities. So I always advise, make sure you do your research when it comes to numbers. Don't just trust what you hear on the internet, and that comes from me too. So make sure you guys do some homework. And we're gonna jump forward into our current incentives. Our incentives right now are really sweet. Our builders are currently offering $15,000 towards your closing costs. And on top of that, you're also gonna get 1% of the purchase price, which is $3,849 on top of that $15K. So we're gonna be getting somewhere just right around $1,900 for your incentives. And that 1% can go to anything. $15,000 will be put towards your closing costs. What's left over, you guys are allowed to move around. And that 1%, instead, you guys could potentially throw it towards an upgrade, or maybe even your interest rate buy down. And the current buy down rates would be around 5 to 6% with your 2-1. Now we're going to move on into our loan option. And guys, before I jump into our loans, keep in mind, I am not a lender. All the numbers you guys see are for educational purposes only, which can be figured out by basic math. I provide these numbers for you guys so you guys have an idea of where to start. So don't go attacking those sales reps saying, oh, Coach C promised this. Guys, these are just estimates only for educational purposes. So let's jump into those loan options. Starting off with our FHA. At 3.5% down with a credit score of 580 to qualify, you're looking at a down payment of $13,474. And guys, I'm frequently asked, what's the difference between FHA and conventional? If I could pay 3.5, why would I pay 5 or 10? And it's very simple. If you're going to be paying 5 and 10%, that is going to be for my second time homeowner. So if you're looking to acquire a second property, whether it be an investment or your next primary home, you are looking at a 5 and 10% down payment. And as far as the main difference between FHA and conventional in itself is going to be that PMI. With conventional, your PMI is actually able to go away at 20% equity in the home, whereas with FHA, that PMI is going to be there for the entire duration of the loan. And guys, look, if you need to go FHA for credit purposes or for down payment purposes, it's totally understandable. You guys are actually able to refinance out of your FHA, jump into a conventional, and that would help you guys get rid of that PMI later down the road. And now jumping forward into our conventional, we typically see 3, 5, and 10% down payments on average with conventional. And at 3%, you are looking at $11,549. At 5%, we are looking at $19,249. And at 10%, $38,499 for our down payment with a credit score of 620 to qualify. And now jumping on, we're gonna move into our VA loan. Shout out to all my veterans out there. We truly do appreciate everything you guys do. And the VA appreciates you guys so much that they actually hook it up with a 100% financing loan that is a big whopping $0 down for your down payment with a credit score of 620 to qualify. And now that brings us to our final segment of the day. This is going to be our closing costs. And guys, I average closing costs at about a rule of thumb of 4%. And I do that because I like to typically overshoot how much you guys are going to get closing. Oh man, I've forgotten so much. Forgot to say the difference between FHA and conventional. Huh? Yeah, I gotta add that in.
But your mic isn't on.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, it's blinking. That's fine. Where did I leave off with the closing cost? Okay, let's scrap the closing cost. I'm going to say this. And this brings me back, and this brings me to our final segment of the day, which is going to be our closing cost. Something none of us are too fond of, but we got some good news in this community. I calculate closing costs at rule of thumb of 4%, and I do that to overestimate for you guys. So when you guys get to the closing table, it might be less, it could be more, who knows? And the closing cost at 4% for our purchase price would be $15,399. And keep in mind, guys, you are getting $15,000 towards your closing cost, as well as that 1%, which is around $3,800, close to $4,000. So you guys would completely have your closing costs covered, and you would have a little bit of extra change to toss to the buy down, or maybe an upgrade, whatever you guys see fit. That's all I have for you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Back to you, Dylan. Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always. And as you guys can see, we are back in the kitchen. As a final recap, today we were in St. Cloud, Florida once again, checking out our Builder's Amber Suite model. It is a 3.5, just above 1,700 square feet. And this is the point in the video where I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you if you've made it this far. I truly do appreciate the love and support. And like this book I found in the nursery, I love you guys like no other. And I truly do appreciate the love and support any of you have shown thus far. And if you haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, your trusted Central Florida real estate advisor. And I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. So if you found any value in today's video or my previous content, you should consider subscribing and dropping a like because it's free. But it also helps my channel go a long way, as well as it keeps you guys in the loop so you aren't missing any opportunities similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.